Good day, everyone. I welcome you to another episode on Love With. I'm Elizabeth Ife-Adetona. Quickly today, we'll be going into the topic which says, it's like a question. Can God say yes and later say no? In this issue of getting God's will and getting the right mind of God for yourself maritally, people have been asking if indeed God can say yes, that is God leading you to someone, and later God is telling you no, it is another person. Let me tell you, the first thing is God is not an author of confusion. Many times, those people that come to tell you that God is leading them, many times they did not receive anything from God. They just come up with their own story. They just feel, okay, I'm a spiritual brother, let me just approach that sister and tell her something. Most of the time, and they don't get God's mind. And that is why probably after some times they get distracted and come back to you to tell you that, okay, God is not leading me to you again. Probably they've seen another lady they fall in love with or something. That is why, as a lady, any proposal coming to you, you must pray over it and hear God speak so that you won't fall victim of deceivers out there. Number two thing is that as a male, if you will be truthful to yourself, if you are receiving two different people, it is either you are not truthful to yourself and admit the fact that it is not God that is speaking to you. God is not an author of confusion. Or God is actually speaking to you and probably your flesh or the devil or something is getting you distracted on the other side. God cannot be pointing two people to you at a time, or point someone to you this month and next month another person. No. Number 3 points to it is that some people actually get God's mind. God spoke to them. But the problem is, along the line, they get distracted with wrong teachings that says there is no God's will somewhere and all of that. So they get distracted and they were so confused and have to come to you as a lady to tell you that, okay, God is not speaking to me again, or God has said no. My God will not tell you, go this way, yes, and later tell you that, come back, that's not the way. No. He is all-knowing and he is all-knowing. He knows the end from the beginning. So it's not an author of confusion. Then the last thing I would like to bring out here is that we've had some people say that, well, God indeed actually lead them to someone, and later he said no. They claim that as at the time God, probably when they were disturbing God to give them a partner, and God is still in the work of preparing their original partner. So he said, go to so person, and later said no, go to the right person now. That is why, as a lady, I keep saying it, you should get God's mind yourself, so that you won't be you won't fall victim. You won't be the person that somebody will be using to keep his own time. He will be using to while his own time. Even if God has told that person that this Sister Lagbaja is your wife, and he has it in mind that he will tell him that that person is no longer his wife, he cannot come to you as a lady too. I mean, God cannot speak to you as a lady too, and now match make the two of you together, then to separate you later. This is where I am going, so that you won't fall victim of keeping somebody's time, as they claim that probably why they were disturbing God. So God now led them to someone, so you won't be the lady. So you have to get God's mind on any proposal coming to you. Any proposal coming to you, pray and get God's mind. Another thing that we would like to talk on quickly before this episode comes to an end is the fact that many ladies now come out with the saying that God has spoken to them ahead of time, that God has spoken to them even though the brother has not come. See, I usually discourage the point that you go to pray, God, show me, please show me, please show me. It is not good for you. I usually not in support of it. See, many people that says that 99% of ladies that says that God showed them the man ahead of time did not actually pray for it. God in his wisdom knows the reason why he showed them ahead, but most of them did not go to pray. God just called their attention to it, and he knows how to handle that. But you going to pray ahead of proposal, God, please, who is the person? Show me. Let me know the person. Let me know your mind. It is wrong. Because number one thing is, by the time you know the person ahead, as a lady, you start to misbehave. Especially if the person is someone that is close to you. You start to misbehave, you start to send signals, you start to deal with the person emotionally, consciously or unconsciously. And it is not good for you. And most times, the person in question, the guy, might not even look at your side. He's busy looking elsewhere. And you can fall victim of chasing your potential and wonderful suitors away, because by the time you have it in your mind that God has told me that it is brother so and the person will come, or the picture God showed me is not the person that is coming, is not even among those that are coming, you are deceiving yourself. Because that person, those that have gone to pray to receive God's mind ahead, females especially, they don't get married to those people eventually. In fact, they fall victim of late marriage because they have wasted their time and energy on someone that does not exist. So please take your time to get God's mind whenever proposal comes in. For you as a lady, when proposal comes in, pray upon it. Even if you have received someone, pray upon the proposal that comes in.